Okay, welcome back to my channel. I'm Raven from Norway. I have put up a general read for you where we're going to use my Lenormand cards. This is a significator that is actually from the oracle cards called Sueño de Shaman, the Shaman's Dream. So that will be one significator that we can have a look at. This is Lenormand, and which have a few extra cards to them, and it's going to be a general read. If you don't know what Lenormand is, it is well, I can say it is not tarot card, so they are different. They are very different. At the same time, it is possible to read them sometimes as tarot card. Many of them have put up the symbol of a regular card that is derived from tarot card, and yada yada yada. I can go on. Let's just get started, okay? So the significator here is about obstacles. So we are somewhere in the dark, and we are going to have a look at how we can solve this obstacle. If you are part of this channel, it will be easier for you to connect to the read, and it is up to you whether or not you want to claim it. Okay, so it's going to be a general read about luck, health, happiness. How is it going to be for my readers? I want to put the heart in the middle, so we are going to look for the heart and whatever surrounds the heart, because it's about trying to make the heart as light as possible. When we are ascending or raising our vibration, you cannot raise it if the heart is too heavy. So I'm going to have a small chat on certain things that can make your heart at unease and a little bit heavy. Here we have the key. I am going to use the book following to decide to describe a few meanings, simply because, like I said, it's not tarot. But if you want to read it as tarot, if you are interested in this card deck, Fairy Lenormand, you can also read it here, which is the coins, 8 of coins. Okay. So we are going to have the matters of the heart, and so whatever pops up, it can be romantic. It is about, like I said, it's about trying to make the heart as light as possible. So I'm not using any specific Lenormand method. I just read them. So there are so many ways you can put up the cards. You can remove the cards. You can make a frame. So it can literally go on and go on. It never ends. But in the end, at some point, when you're fully trained, personally, I have ordered like a 10 euro sheet from China. That is what I could afford for now. So I am now going to look for the heart. If the heart is, I should have done it from the beginning. but that's okay. I have the heart in the other cards, so this is how we learn. So you guys, you're going to be a part of me learning a little bit, but I feel I've come this far. It should be easy for me to make some sense out of it. And if I'm allowed to combine some tarot cards, then let's see how we will do it. So yes, I have, while I've been gone, I have not really been gone from the cards. I have gained a small obsession from tarot card, and it's been jumping over to the Lenormand. So that does not mean we still are not obsessed with tarot. It's just that now we are obsessed with Lenormand too, which is okay. So show me the heart. Okay. So we will find the heart. Okay. And I'm going to let the universe, sometimes we put the card and we put what is on each side, but because this is not, this is a 9-card lay, I'm going to let the universe decide. So yeah, I talk a lot because I'm trying to explain a little bit of what I'm doing, where many of you just talk, right? What is it about, you know? But this is, let's say, my first real time where I actually do it. I still use that it's kind of significant what we find on the bottom here. And so we are going to start with the middle here, which is significant. So the heart is usually about love. As you can see here, it's all about love. It is also what is burdening your heart. What is burdening your heart is very often, or what is making your heart light is very often, we will look on top of that heart. We will also look at where is the fundament. Usually the fundament is where what they call in the grand tableau. But here we find luck. So some of you will simply have luck in love. You will find someone who are very fair and share. Some of you might also get a gift. So this is a very good beginning. So here we have the dog card. The dog is all about protection. It also is about codependency. 4, 8, 9, 10. So it's 10 of hearts. From tarot, it would be like the most fullest of love that you can give to someone. A dog is very loyal to you, just as it is also codependent. But you will also get love in return, and it will hunt with you. It will tell you when strangers are coming. It will keep you company. It will give you all love that you. It will give you unconditional love. And combined with this, we have the tree. So this is also the matter of health. We are going to put one small tarot card on each of these so we can get a small conclusion. So it doesn't really say anything now. Where we are now, we are looking at the future. And because there is no extra row here that can tell you about the future from here, I will simply use the tarot simply of this reason. So I'm going to look at the frames first. This apparently can be traded out, but let's see if I'm going to go there. So the bird cards, I'm not even sure if this is a bird card, because bird card, yeah, because these bird card are a little bit different. Just going to double check. Double check here is easy because so only says a little bit. So when we are talking about the bird card, this is the house. This is called the birds and owls. It is the house of looking out for signs. This could be being aware of the meanings behind the meanings of your dream. The ancient Romans would watch the movement of birds to interpret the signs behind their behavior. This was known as taking the auspicious. It is therefore the house of spiritual messengers. This house wants you to consider well before making decisions. Check that auspicious are good and true. So usually when we're talking about birds, we are talking about slander and gossip. So this is where you will need to see that. Okay, what do we actually see here? We are seeing two elves having a lot of fun. And they are called the fairies. So just like with tarot cards, there can be a slight differentiation in the meaning because of the artist behind. Now these guys are having fun, and the birds, you can see they don't have to chat together. There is something here about the well. So the well can be very dark. It is also a symbol for abundance. If we go down, I don't know if you've seen The Ring. Anyway, I'm already very interested in, because well is, you go down to the well, it's not easy to get up again. I don't know why they never made it with a ladder, because you've seen so many movies where people get stuck in the well. But it's slippery, it's dark, but it's also giving you water. So what kind of allegory this is in this case, this is what I want to see in the end when we are finished with framing what we do. So the lily is usually something very precious. It's better for me to read, because this is also something that can have, they sometimes derive a little bit different. So this is about purity. What falls in and around this house should be considered in the light of memory and the past. There is a certain honor required in this house. It shows the simple truth of the matter as it from a wise old perspective. And so you see this purity here. So the card here in the bottom here, I will let you have the honor of seeing it from my perception. But still here, because now I put it up like that, so this is something I'll remember for next time. This will be the top card, so this will be what is weighing, while this card is what is more easy. This is what you have control for, when this is your throne. Okay, so a mountain is simply obstacles. It is what you have to go through. We walk through the mountains, and when we finally walk through the mountains, we are reaching the heights. Combined with the lily, it is also almost like a journey of the pilgrim. On top here we also see the ace of no, the king of swords. So here we have the bird card, that, the different bird cards. So this is about chatter. So first of all, we have, I believe this is the garden. Let me have a look. It will almost be a relief for me now to go back to tarot just a little bit, because this is new. So communing. So this is a house of getting out and about and mixing into the world. This is the world of social engagement and entertainment. So it might be that soon, or maybe it's time for you. It's also where the position of how things are weighing. So it might be an issue for you to get out simply because there are too many people who are slandering out there, and it can be too much. So for some reason I did see someone remove this, and this. I will look more into it, find out, but for now there is a letter here and a key. It can be interesting because this is what is weighing up top here. So it is there's something about luck, but also this let's see, this House of the Key can easily unlock the rest of the reading, so give due consideration to this card. It can also lock something, so the can also lock something, so the card around this house might be barriers. And the house of the letter is where considered communication must be made. The card in this house must be more considered than not, and those around. It should be seen in the light of consideration and sympathy. It's quite a riddle, I mean, even for me as a riddle. So this is about home, this is about feeling secure. This can be a yearning for your home. As you can see here, there could be a struggle here. This is maybe someone who are traveling on their way home, while this card is telling you to look closer at a situation that regards your home. It can also have something to do, you need to look closer at the water you are drinking from the well that you get. You might also need to have but yeah, in this case I want to inform you that this part is the past, so it's more important that you take a look at, but it can also have something to do with the past. The water is poison, maybe because of something that happened in this card, so it's been traveling up the timeline. So this is about punishment. Here we have some arguments. Like I said, this is in the past, and we have arguments, and we have people trying to find a way to get out of a situation which they find difficult. Basically, instead of working together, they are very, very lost. So as a conclusion, I see here you maybe isolating yourself in order to protect your heart, because of people cannot work together. They are slandering too much, and they have simply difficulty to work together with the weapon, these things, and the solution here is about purity, about difficulties walking the mountain, because walking the mountain is a form of pilgrimage. It's very symbolic that we do that hardship in order to deserve whatever that we gain. And the situation right now is that you might receive like a gift. There is some luck here, and you are unlocking maybe a secret where you will find a letter, or you will get a letter that will unlock a secret, something that you have been needing to hear for a long time. And also we are in a situation where you need to look closer upon what's going on in your home. And also this is a future situation where you need to take a good look upon the travels, planning your travel. Maybe an impulse travel is not a very good thing. So right now I have to maybe speak to myself. And this is also needing maybe to have a good look at your health, there can be something about the health. Um, it could also, of course, require the dog. Again, the health is popping up. And so the key to the entire reading here, when the key and the tree is popping up twice here, I'd say that there is something here regarding your situation that has to do with your health, about being, maybe feeling caged. You might feel that your heart is caged. I feel that someone may be looking for their freedom, and that there is something here that we fail to look upon. What you do not see coming, like we see here, is this bridge here. That there is a bridge to a different world or energy that can lead to abundance. But it is important for you that you know the direction. And when this is when you work here, you will also receive a lot of healing. What you need to look out for wherever you go is people who are of the fox. They are not as terrible as the snake people, but you might want to have a look at them still, because they can be what I call two-faced people. Snake people are in Lenormand, in the belief system of Lenormand, are dangerous. They are dangerous. They can destroy your entire life. Well, fox people are those who are, they can be jealous with you, they can be, yeah. Let's give me, they are not dangerous the way the snake are. They're just, can be very fake people. I love foxes as animals, so I don't like this how, but they are sneaky, and you should not trust fox people and keep them as friends. Well, you know what they say, keep your friends close and keep your enemies closer. Okay, so show me the rest of the deck, clarify them. I'm going to clarify them with the Witch's Tarot. Vis meg se kan se, vis meg se kan se. So I'm going to start with the heart, the matters of the heart. The Hermit. So the Hermit, he wants to cage himself a little bit in order to heal himself. The heart seemed to be beaten up a little bit. You have 10 of coins. So I get that there is something here with this garden and these people and the slandering, and what they are slandering about have something to do with money. In this letter, you will receive a a message, maybe an email or something that will unlock something in your life. It can lead to either you gaining, becoming famous, or getting healing, the healing that you need to get. Regarding your health, I see here with the dog by your side, that you are waiting for maybe answers that can be in that letter that has something to do with your health. So when it comes to this tree again, your health and the key, I see that there is grief here. Well, obviously you can see it too, because the cards are in your face. But there is grief attached to your health and to your heart. So part of me believe that it can have something to do with your mental health, about something you lost. And myself, I just lost something. I realized today that what was inside the bags that was lost to me by the air company. And when I realized this, I broke it down, because it's something I want to talk about when I feel a little bit more on top of the world. It is about the fact that I need to understand that having so many things, hoarding so many things, being a shopaholic, and even pick things up from the nature and make something from these things, I can't find myself anymore, and I constantly keep losing small things that get on my nerve, and I'm aware of the fact that it's Rahu connected to Taurus, who are hoarders. And now I understand more than anyone. When I'm screaming because of this thing, it was a dead thing inside of that bag. It had a lot of emotional attachment to it. But I go back and I realize that, okay, they gave me back my swords, they gave me back my singing bowls, the really important things, but that small thing and a couple of other things, a couple of tarot actually, was, but that one thing was given to me by my mother, and it was handmade by a bunch of women. And I even made a cartoon about him, made me scream. And that is when you die, because you realize that it's now time to go out of this life, to become someone else, someone who are not interested in having 10,000 crystal balls, 1 million different kinds of clothes, that I'll pick out maybe 5 things that are allowed to keep. But it realized that really minimalism, I think for me, and maybe for you, if you feel that there are many things you have in life, and I'm talking about physical things, but of course it can also be people who are attached to you in a manner that drive you crazy. Maybe it's time to get rid of them. If they drain you, if they make your life difficult, it's time to get rid of them. So by the dark well, and by someone traveling here, we have the Queen of Cups, and she is attached to the well. It could be you, but there is something in her that is very deep, and it's like the well is something that is behind her, something that used to be difficult after her childhood. It's like she's thinking about her childhood when she had fun playing, and but now she's sitting by the ocean, and yes, there are clouds, but the sky is blue. It doesn't give a lot of, but it can seem for me that this is something that you have under control. So here I see a lot of passion, that is attached to whatever you're doing. There is something here regarding your house. There is something here you need to take a look at, and it's something here that it's attached to a lot of passion. There could be this energy in your life, you or someone else, flying in and out of your life. They are in all directions with not a specific goal. They are everywhere. They want to travel the world. They want to smell the roses. They want to see everything, and they are spreading their energies in all directions, and therefore they will be in need of calming down a little bit, and in the future maybe find the peace within the well. But this is past tense. Past tense was also someone here who was very wealthy, but somehow she got lost in her own wealth. We are now going to have a look at the first significator here, the obstacles. So we're just going to use the same cards. Really, it is 3 decks in one, so why not? So give me 4 cards. Okay, so one obstacle here have something to do about equal give and take. So one obstacle here can be that you feel someone are either taking advantage of you, or it can be that you feel that someone is getting more than you are getting, that it's not an equal give and take. We also have the Magician here. You're trying to manifest something, but there is an obstacle here which can have something to do with the clarity, that you need more clarity into the situation, and if you want to manifest something, you need to be more clear with the universe regarding what it is that you're trying to manifest. You're also here in a cross path or in a crossroad, which tells me that you need to make a decision regarding a path that you want to take. If you want to go to, myself, I am in the same position. Do I want to go to Mexico? Do I want to go back to India? Do I want to stay here in Europe? There are many things, and my obstacle is, I realize it's simply money. Because if I had the money, I would simply do something so easy, buying 2 houses, one home and one house. You know, everyone has small vacation house, where, you know, a small girl house where I could be alone to be me. But I'm not sure it would make me more happy. But at least now, if I won $1 million, I know what I would do with them. And this is about being clear. And so when things are completely chaotic in your life, it is because you have not been clear while you have been manifesting. Thank you so much for stopping by. I will do my best to continue the reading, although sometimes I'm a wreck these days. I love you so much, and I catch you on the flip side.